Hello everyone, I am back with this video sharing my 8x8 album I have completed following my video, not the last one but the one before, where I was talking about a couple of challenges I wanted to issue to myself. And this all started when I have watched a video by a YouTuber I didn't know at the time, and she was sharing her mini album, and it was super cute because it was super simple, and she had white background for pages, black and white picture in the middle, and just a tiny bit of embellishments on each side, and a couple of splatter of ink, and very minimal pieces of paper around, but there was a beautiful touch of color. Anyway, the album was super simple yet very beautiful, and I was really charmed by our album. And I'm the type of person that embellishes a lot and layers a lot, and my pages are full everywhere, and sometimes it tends to draw the attention from the picture that you're gonna put on the page. So that was one of my challenges. If you want to refer back to the video, you may, because I will not go into details as to what I wanted to do with this album, everything I wanted to challenge myself with. But this is what I came up with. This is an 8x8 chipboard album, which I painted the chipboard white. And as you can see, since I have used only flat embellishments like old Prima flowers and a couple of flat iron roses, it lays flat, which is a first for me, so I'm pretty happy about that. In terms of simple pages, it's way simple than what I am doing usually, but it's not as simple and clean as what the other girl did and what inspired me and what I fell in love with. But everyone is different. I tried to do a little bit like she did. I couldn't because this is how I am, so it's kind of a middle between both of the styles. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So it's pretty sweet. Anyway, so plus I was able to use most of my the rest of my paper kit. This is only what I had left, and a couple of rub-ons. So I think I did a pretty good job, and the rest with all these pieces I'm gonna try doing like Psycho Moms do. She's making tons of super pretty cards with her scraps, and it's really inspiring. So back to the album, I bound it with this ribbon that I used throughout the album, which are these set of American Crafts ribbons that I got for a good price and hardly never used, so that was part of my plan to use old paper, old embellishments, old stuff. You can see my vintage Prima flowers here, some more here, and these also, I don't remember what these are called, but anyway, you know what it is. So I really wanted to use very minimal embellishments in this album, and I used two punches, the Martha Stewart butterfly punches, and this scallop border punch, which happens to be another Martha Stewart. This here is these are these borders that I got for $1 at my dollar store, and they are super cute. I love the color. It's like a super creamy color, and the feel of them is super cool. They are a little bit felt touchy like, so I really love them, so I decided to use them in the album, and I used a lot of them. I couldn't stop using them everywhere, so I pop-dotted this as my title, which was part of a 12x12 sheet of paper that was only borders that I could cut, so I used that as my title, embellished it lightly. And then for this first page, it's a pretty simple page. This is another sticker that I pop-dotted, and these are two butterflies, one on top of the other. Put some pearls in the middle, nothing new here. and I just layered a couple of different patterns of papers using what I had, because some pieces were super small and some pieces were bigger, so I had to make do with the scraps I had. So I really had fun trying to come up with something that looked cute anyway, even though I didn't have, you know, all complete sheets of paper to be able to do exactly what I wanted. I had some challenges working with the scraps of papers, but it made it way more fun in my opinion, because the whole purpose of everything was to challenge myself to many levels. So that was another type of challenge. And so since there was this color on the other side and there is nothing that match on both sides, I have decided to add this and this to match with a little bit, to match with the other page for the double page spread here. And here I have used a couple of these rub-ons on each side of these Prima flowers, and I have not glued down completely my photo mats, because I can insert later on some journaling tags under them. And for the next page, this one is a little more busy. I took this sticker here, it's a photo corner, but it looks like a plain triangle, and I put this other sticker on top of it, which I glossy accented. This comes from the sheet of border, so I kept this part, so you plus me happy together. That was my kind of my idea, and this and that are little pieces of rub-ons that I had left, so I decided to use them there. And I put a couple of pieces of ribbon and layered a lot of Prima flowers there, more butterflies here. And this was, you know, the first sheet you get in the paper kit that tells you what you get in, everything you get in the kit, and the description and the picture of each design. So I cut that because it has the shape of a cloud, and I really like the shape. So I cut it out, and I like this little bird also, but I didn't think about it at the time, but I think it's not acid free. I should have backed it with an acid free paper, but oh well, too late now. And this is one of my favorite pages. It's super simple, and it's one of my faves because I really love this pattern here of this paper, the pattern and the colors. I love it. And I put some of these felt borders that I showed earlier here on the side, so it makes it a really creamy feel look to it. Plus my flowers that I sprayed with Lindy Stem Gang creme brulee cream. So also I wanted to use more of these little half-back pearls that I got from my dollar store. That looks like, they look like the Queso Craft pack, but they are $1 and you get a lot of them, so I kind of placed them in a way that they look like a little bit like swirls. So for this one, I had this piece of paper that I wanted in the background behind the photo mat, but it was not big enough to exceed it, so I decided to cut it in the middle and extend it with some pieces of different papers. So that's what I did, and glossy accents a little bit on the wings, more little pearls here, and it goes well with this page here because there's the brown and there's the brown here, so it's just a small touch. But here's a rub-on from the sheet. I really like it. I like the colors. It's a very pale blue with the brown, and it's kind of a reddish brown. It's super pretty. And here I have only those strips of paper, so I put this one in the middle and the strips on each side, and I like that the colors are going well together. And this was a transparency that I had. The centers of the flowers were brown, so in this area I thought it was looking a little bit too dark, so I have decided to brighten it up with these cream flat back pearls, sticky back pearls. Anyway, you know what I mean. And this is one of the kind of journaling cards, and this saying is super cute. So I put one of those cards behind here. I didn't glue all of my photo mats for this purpose, but I didn't put journaling cards behind each of them yet. This one, I really love this pattern, the Harlequin pattern. I love it, and I really wanted to use it on one of the pages, so I did that. And I used a strip of this pattern, another strip of this small polka dot paper, and yeah, that's it for this page. And I put the ribbon here longer than this one, and I put one strip of paper. It's kind of not symmetrical. It looks like it, but it's not. And this page is, this was sorry, this was a 6x6 transparency, so I decided to put it in. In the corner, and I put a little bit of these things which I cannot still remember the name, and it really bugs me. So another one of these borders, another piece of the border, and here's the butterfly again. So I punched the butterfly, and I used a punched hole in my paper to trace it on another piece of paper to get the plain, the full shape without the holes. And I put this one on top, and I use my Distress ink tool to be able to use it as a mask and have the design of the butterfly. They look like they're coming from the same family without being identical. So I really like this look. It's super cute. And then here they are, the last two pages. I really like this one because it's really graphic looking and very simple, like what I wanted to do at first. I like all the white that's showing in this page, and I have this little butterfly here. I like this polka dot paper. And this is the last page, which it makes me think of skyscrapers, because I live in Montreal and we have a lot of it's a big city and we have a lot of skyscrapers. So I had all these borders that, I don't know, they were, sorry, they were coming from all the other pieces that I cut. So I was left with many borders like this. So I really wanted to make a page where I would use only these strips of papers. So I did that. This was a border that I cut in half to be able to spread it on my page. And I use a couple more of these pearls. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna put some pictures of these pages, but the pictures will have pictures on the pages, and they are random pictures that I printed of my sister and her son. He's 21 months now, but the pictures are from him when he was a couple weeks old until today. They are pretty random because I printed them not to go in an album, but to make a couple of scrapbook pages with them. But just for fun, I wanted to put them in the album and see what it looks like when I put pictures in this album, since it was a lot cleaner than the other ones. I really wanted to see how well I was able to focus on the picture. So I thank you very much for your time. And oh, so my camera cut me off because I think I rambled too much. So as I was saying, I hope you have been inspired to gather your old supplies, even though the new CHA releases are coming into the stores. But maybe some of you are on a budget and maybe you will want to take on this challenge. So it was a lot of fun. I really liked the experience, and I encourage you to do the same. So thanks for watching, and if you do take on this challenge for yourself, I would like it if you could do a video and share, and you can link it to mine, well, post it as a video response to my video. So thanks, and have a great day. Bye.